Hello! For today's video, we're going to be playing around with some makeup, doing like a red holiday inspired look. I want to do something super like glittery and just red and poppy and in your face because I've never really done a look like that, so I thought I would just play around with makeup today. And I've been going on Pinterest lately to get like inspiration because whenever I don't really know what I want to do for makeup, or if I want to challenge myself and just get inspired, I always go on Pinterest and I just look up different kinds of makeup looks. I found these ones. So this is going to be like, I'm going to take inspiration from a few pictures, which I'll be popping up on screen here. But I also want to add a lot of glitter. So we're going to play around with that. I ordered on Amazon a bunch of glitters. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. I'm just gonna do this kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me style. Like, I'm not really gonna do it like a tutorial. I don't know. So I know for sure I want this to be a very like glamorous look. Like, I don't want this to be super natural. I want this to be like very glamorous, very like sparkly and just all up in your face. But I want it to not be super like blended out. Like, I want it to have like that harsh edge. I'll pop up an inspiration picture of what I'm talking about. This one's in a blue color. Obviously I'm going to do it in red. I'll leave everything that I use in the description box just because I don't want to focus too much on like products as much as I want to focus on just playing around. I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my whole face while I'm at it. Gonna moisturize my lids because, like I said, wintertime is really taking a toll on me this year. Like, oh my god, my lips are chapped, my eyes are eczema. I'm a mess. Okay, so first I'm actually gonna put concealer on my eyelids. So I'm so happy that it's finally the holidays. Like, this semester in school really kicked my butt. Everyone I talked to this past semester was just hard on everybody. Like, something was going around in the college air and everyone was just struggling with like stress and like emotions. Yeah, I don't know, there was just something about this semester that really took a toll on a lot of people, including me, and I had so many more mental and emotional breakdowns than I'm used to. But apparently, like, it wasn't just me. Like, I was, I would tell like my friends, I'd be like, dude, like, this semester I don't know what happened, but like school wise I lost a lot of like motivation, not in the sense of like, oh, I want to drop out or anything, but just in the sense of like waking up to go to class. I don't know if it's senioritis, because so for me this is my last year at my university, so I only have one more semester left. I graduate in May, and all the professors like jokingly were like, haha, like, don't let senioritis like, throw you off your game. I don't personally feel like my classes were harder this semester. Part of the stress, I feel like, once, especially like when you're nearing the end of college, stressing about what are we doing like with our lives, like what are we doing after this? I've been asking myself that question a lot lately, and I feel like that's really normal for like college graduates, or even just being at this age, even if you even if you didn't go to college. I'm 21 and I know I'm still really young and I still have so much life ahead of me, but I'm still kind of like, I guess I don't want to do something wrong. What if I ended up totally just like wasting my time, and money, to be honest, like in college, doing something I'm not actually gonna end up doing, You know what? Even if we do end up not pursuing what it is that we got our degree for? Did we really waste our time? Because you learn a lot about yourself, and we're doing things that we're interested in, and it's like we still are learning things that can be used in other like aspects and jobs and stuff. We shouldn't be so hard on ourselves trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do for the rest of our lives, because we know for a fact it's going to change like numerous times. Being in school for so long, you're scheduled out as to what you're going to be doing the next year after that. That like after 6th grade comes 7th grade, and then 8th grade, and then 9th grade, and so on. And even in high school, like, yeah, they start putting the pressure on you of, are you going to go to college? And if you are, where are you going to go? What are you going to study? Like, for most of our lives, we've had everything planned out for us. So then for all of a sudden us to be at this point where it's like, okay, now you decide where you go from here. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you've been telling me what to do for so long. Like, how do you expect me to all of a sudden like start making this decision by myself? Like, what? I feel like there's just a lot of pressure to feel like you're making the right decision. It's a really weird concept to, at 18, tell somebody like, hey, decide what you're going to do from now on. At the same time, I'm starting to realize that no matter how hard I try and think that I know what I want to do and know what my next steps are, like, I really don't. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I have no idea what I'm going to want to do 2 years from now, let alone 10 years from now. But yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on what it's been like lately, trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. Honestly, that's why I started putting a little bit more effort into YouTube, because it's a hobby of mine I've always wanted to pursue, just because I love makeup, I love creating, and for the longest time I never knew what that could mean for myself. Like, I didn't know what to create. I didn't know like what I wanted to create, to be honest. Like, I've always admired YouTubers and I admire them for the fact of doing something that's almost 100% like on your own. Like, yeah, of course a lot of big YouTubers have like teams and stuff of people that help them, but most of the time when you start out with like just yourself, and you're just, like what I'm doing, like just in your room doing whatever it is that you like to do, recording yourself doing it and sharing it with whoever also happens to have that same interest of yours. And I think that's like, there's something like admirable in my eyes about that, because you're putting yourself out there. I don't even know if this is what people do when they make these looks, if they use concealer to like sharpen it up, but it makes sense to me. But yeah, there's just something admirable about putting yourself out there for people to judge, for people to like literally comment on, and like I feel like it definitely takes a sense of confidence to upload your first video and let whatever happens, and especially if you keep going with it, like, because I already know eventually the more I keep doing this, someone's gonna say something about it that I have to take, either like they're gonna say something that's gonna like hurt my feelings. Eventually it's gonna happen, whether they're like making fun of me for doing this, or making fun of whatever it is that I post, or whatever I say, or whatever. How many times can I say whatever? Yeah, like, if this is something you love to do, then Like, don't let anyone stop you just because they, you know, have something to say about it. I think I'm just gonna go with the classic red just because that's more of the look I'm going for. Okay. I'm excited. So, oh, I'm using the NYX glitter primer. This is my first time using. I'm gonna start by just doing glitter on the inner half. Yeah, the inner half of the eye. And then if I decide to go full force, then I will. But for now, we're gonna go with this. Okay. Okay, so we're primed. Time for glitter. This is such a pretty glitter. Like, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that is so pretty. Can you, oh look, see, I can just like, that looks so good. I think I need to add a little bit more. Dang. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but someone just honked for like a solid 30 seconds. Like those Instagram girls when they drip their products on their face rather than apply it on like a normal human being. Oof. Guys, I really like how this turned out. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up the rest of the face. Just really quick, I'm just gonna like bronze, blush, highlight. I'll leave them down below and then I'll come back to finish up the eyes. Okay, did my face makeup, eyebrows, a little bit of bronzer, blush, highlight. We're gonna finish up the eyes, which, to be honest, I'm just gonna tightline my upper lash line. Mascara. There we go. There's mascara. You could honestly like leave it like that. I think that still looks really pretty. Going all out today because I haven't done my makeup in forever. So I'm gonna use these lashes. I got these off of YesStyle. So I'm just gonna pop on some lashes and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so lashes are on. I'm really, really happy with how this look turned out. Like, oh my god, I love it. I might even do an ombre nude with a little bit of concealer. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so liquid lip. Lately, what I've been doing, this is what one of my favorite YouTubers, Jordan Lipscomb, does. You just take a little bit of your concealer, you pop it in the center, since we're going glittery, I feel like a glitter and gloss just sounds like it would go together. Plus this is going to add a little bit of like a subtle color to the lips too. So you can see it's just like a very like sheer reddish pink gloss. So this is the finished look. I actually really love how it turned out. Like the glitter, the like sharp angles, like I really love how this look turned out. So I know this lighting is completely different than what we started with, but I hope you guys still stuck around and enjoyed the video, just chatting with me. Please let me know how finals were going for you guys, if you also felt like this semester was like really hard on everyone for some reason, and just how's life going? Are you excited for the holidays? Do you have any plans? All that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me play around with some makeup today. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Boom. Crushed it. That angle though. Those angles though. Bitch. I don't want to have to take this off. Oh.